Hey guys, Next Gen Gaming here. So today we are going to try to push up into Arena 6. We are at 1,633. We're super close. And I'm still going to be using this deck because I really do like it. And I just got my giant to level 4. So let's go into a match. So we're facing a guy that's pretty low down in trophies compared to me, which means I won't get as much trophies as if I was playing somebody higher, which is bad because this guy's a level 4. That's why I wish Supercell would make it to where it mattered more on level than on trophies, but I would like it also to be measured on trophies also. But now I've got to drop this. I've got to drop the Spear Goblins. I'm going to have to drop arrows just to try to damage that balloon a lot. But that balloon is going to get my tower down so low. But a Musketeer and Spear Goblins on a tower can get a tower down pretty low. So I'm going to drop a Bomber. And with the Bomber, and I'm going to drop down a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Should easily take out that, not a Musketeer, a Valkyrie. And what I'm wondering is if it's worth it to drop this Musketeer here or just to wait out his bomb tower. Which, waiting out his bomb tower will take absolutely forever. Now, what I'm worried about here is he's going to drop a balloon behind this giant, but he doesn't even need a balloon behind the giant. So now, of course, all he's going to do is defend and just drop bomb towers like crazy. That's most likely what he's going to do for the rest of this match. Now, he's got that minion horde, so at least now I know about the minion horde. So I wouldn't just go on a full-out attack and he just drop the minion horde and instantly kill me. But now it's in double elixir time. I'm going to drop down my Musketeer. Going to drop down some skeletons and goblins. Now, that was a bad mistake by this guy. Just a horrible mistake, because I don't have to drop on the left side. I can still drop some Spear Goblins, a Mini P.E.K.K.A., and that Giant. It's not going to do as good as he thinks with him dropping it like that. But that bomb tower is going to take out my Mini P.E.K.K.A., which was my only real attacking force there. But now I'm going to get my giant back up, get a Mini P.E.K.K.A. behind it. And the thing is that he's not being careful about, and which is bad for me now, is that this guy is a little spawner who just doesn't know how to play. Only uses bomb towers to even try to get, like, I hate these kind of people. Okay, let me just say that. Supercell. Bomb towers need to be nerfed. Because bomb towers have so much health and they last so long. You nerfed every single thing except for the bomb tower. You nerfed every single other defensive card. But the bomb tower is really overpowered now, and about hardly anything can get through it. And for me, it's really hard to get through that bomb tower. But now I'm going to drop a giant bomber. I was expecting he's just going to freeze it. That's such a dumb idea. I know at least the giant's going to get a hit off. I'm hoping for 2. Nope. But my Spear Goblin should just do more damage than that giant just did. I'm just going to arrow the goblins from the goblin barrel. Just drop goblins and skeletons, take out the hog rider. Because he wasted his freeze spell on a giant and a bomber. It's such a bad move. I can't believe some people that I actually do face. And they're level 7s, they're high up, but they're super bad at the game. So I'm going to drop my bomber and Spear Goblins. That should take out all those troops, but I've got to get this giant down in front of the Spear Goblins, which I was not able to do. And look, another defensive player. Can't stand these guys. But now I've got this huge push going on the right side. that tower would have been dead. But at least my skeletons are going to be able to get on the tower. And that mini P.E.K.K.A is going to be able to take out the tower with 2 hits. My mini P.E.K.K.A will actually get off another hit on the King Tower. But now all I'm going to do is defend because I do not want to lose this right side tower. So I'm going to wait and see if he drops any cards. I really don't like that he's not even dropping anything, and that's kind of what I was waiting for. I didn't actually need to use that, but now I'm going to use the mini P.E.K.K.A, the spear goblins, and the bomber, and I'll get down his hog rider. Now I've got pretty much double bombers. Double bombers are actually insane on towers. If you did not know, they're really good on towers. As you can see, that tower did go down pretty far. But I should have dropped these spear goblins earlier, because he's going to now get my tower down. But now I'm going to drop the musketeer down. I'm going to drop down the giant, because I actually think this could be a good push. And now I'm going to drop down another mini P.E.K.K.A, which is just going to go to waste because of those barbarians. I'm going to try to get that mini P.E.K.K.A to at least get to his tower. I'm going to drop my spear goblins behind the musketeer that I dropped. Just drop arrows on that and that goblin barrel. Drop my skeletons and goblins. I'm prepared for him to drop the freeze spell. Going to drop the mini P.E.K.K.A. And he didn't freeze the King's Tower, so I was able to get off some good damage. Now I'm going to drop the musketeer, because the musketeer would have attacked the wizard, which is exactly what I wanted, but it did not. Now, that wizard needed to die so that mini P.E.K.K.A could have got on the tower. It hasn't been able to get on the tower, but now if I drop the giant and mini P.E.K.K.A, that left side tower should go down almost no matter what. And yes, it does, to a few goblin skeletons and the giant. And I get a silver chest. So I'm going to start opening this chest, and I'm going to donate. Now let's go into another battle. And we're facing Luca. Oh my gosh, there's a guy in my clan named Luca C. So I'm wondering if this is a guy from my own clan, which that would be pretty insane. So I'm just going to drop goblins on the left side to counter his spear goblins. At least that should counter his spear goblins. Yes, that will counter his spear goblins. I'm going to drop down a giant and bomber. Giant, bomber, spear goblins. If I was able to get to his tower with that, would have done some good damage. I did get off one hit though, so I did get off a little bit of damage at least. He's got a barbarian hut, so the best thing to do when there's a barbarian hut is to go against it. But I'm going to show you can go the same lane and still be able to take out somebody's tower. The thing is though, that's if they don't drop a barbarians with their barbarian hut. Now my bomber should do some great damage to those barbarians and the spear goblins, so I'm super happy about that. But this guy has got a ton of spawners. I'm going to drop down my arrows, because that will damage his spawners. But I'm going to drop goblins on his spear goblins, which, oh no, he's got the minion horde, and I have nothing to counter it with. My tower is going to go down to that minion horde, and he's going to rage it, which is going to make all these troops go so much faster. And I don't even know if I'll be able to keep this guy from taking my king's tower. Level 6s versus level 7, it's not looking good with the spawner. But I am going to drop my giant and bomber skeletons. I'm dropping all my troops right now. Now, if I can get off another mini P.E.K.K.A, that would be pretty good. I'm going to drop a bomber with 2 bombers with my mini P.E.K.K.A. I was almost sure he was going to do that. I'm going to drop my musketeer down. Musketeer should distract the minion horde and kill it without dying. It still died somehow. But I absolutely can't stand this. I just can't stand spawners. Spawners suck so bad. They take no skill. And this guy is going to easily take out my tower because of this rage spell with the spawners. Now, you can see that I'm losing to people that are absolutely using the like cards that well, I'm trying to think, that take no skill, like the Goblin Hut and all that. But I think this would be cool. No, I didn't mean to do this. Sorry, you guys. Gotta get back on Clash Royale. But I think this would be a fun idea. I'm gonna put the giant in this deck, and then I'm gonna put Goblin Hut and Barbarian Hut, wherever the Barbarian Hut is. It's right here. And then everything else I really want cheap. So, everything else cheap, and I'm gonna get the Hog Rider, though, because it's gonna be about my main troop to get to the tower. This is a 3.9 elixir deck, so it's pretty expensive. Oh, but I was supposed to put the rage spell in there. Oh, my bad. But we will do that on the next battle. I'll just get rid of the spear goblins or the goblins. Well, now I'm going to drop the giant and spear goblins down. I'm going to drop down my Hog Rider also. And with Hog Rider, spear goblins, and goblins, he's going to rocket it, which I've never seen someone decide to do. But now all those goblins are on his tower with the spear goblins. That tower should have been down for sure. But it's down to 230. I could just zap it, but I am going to start deploying my spawners. And it's only because of seeing that other guy using a spawner deck. I did not mean to place that Goblin Hut right there. Bad spot for the Goblin Hut to be. But now I've got all these spear goblins and my barbarians coming. Now he's going to arrow that. And I hate the notifications from people talking in Clash of Kings. Oh my goodness. So, I've got some of my barbarians down with some skeletons. Try to get away from that barbarians and spear goblins. Gonna drop my Hog Rider on the left side with all these troops. And he's gonna use the free spell. I've got a zap, so I'm hoping he drops a minion horde, but he's not going to. And I'm pretty sure this will be the end of the match. Unless if he does something absolutely crazy. I'm going to zap both of his towers. And then I'm going to use spear goblins to take out his right tower. Which should go on to hit his left tower to practically kill it. Use a fireball, which will end the game. 3 crown against Christoph of Bardinals for the 3 crown win. Which was only worth 24 trophies. So, I think we're going to do one more because we were at 1636 when we started and we're at 1626. But, of course, I just forgot to put the rage back. I forgot to put the rage in this deck again, but it really doesn't matter. Now, with the minion horde, I messed up that zap, but it's lagging so bad. And that the zap spell deployed. I'm pretty sure I didn't just actually get that barbarian hut down because I surely shouldn't have had enough elixir. But now I've got my Hog Rider and my barbarians. I'm gonna fireball that. I hope some of those get in there, which they do not. But I'm gonna drop my spear goblin. Okay. I'm going to drop my spear goblins down with those barbarians coming out of the spawner. I'm going to drop down my goblins, try to take out that musketeer and those barbarians, but I can't get the, I don't remember. So I'm going to bring my goblin hut into the middle. How did that not distract? I do not know, but he's going to take out my tower. And I seriously don't see how that didn't just take out his, well, whatever. We'll just forget about that. So, I think I'm going to zap spell. I have no troops that will actually hit that, giant, so I'm going to drop down my barbarian hut with spear goblins. That should do some good damage. Now, they are going to go down the left side. I'm not... No, don't drop that hog rider. Okay. Fireball on the wizard. That fireball looked so late for me. But I'm just going to drop the goblin hut also. And I'm hoping that spear goblin hits his wizard, which it does. I'm going to drop down the giant spear goblins. And now he does have his barbarians and minion horde in the same place. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to zap spell. I had so many spear goblins built up too. But the thing is, I wasn't able to get to his tower. But now I'm going to drop down the giant hog rider. And I'm going to drop down spear goblins on the right side. Now I'm going to zap the musketeer and wizard. Now I'm hoping that that giant will get that tower down low enough, but I've got to drop a hog rider with 4 seconds left. Can the hog rider get off one hit? And it got to the tower, but wasn't able to take out his tower. So we're putting the rage spell in instead of the goblins. Now this is going to be fun. I love raged goblin huts and things like that, but it really doesn't boost the goblin hut's producing speed, which is a bit sad. It would be absolutely awesome if it did, but it doesn't. But I am going to be able to drop a rage spell on that giant, trying to get that giant to get one hit off on the tower, which somehow it doesn't even do that. Now, I'm trying to drop the fireball down, hit all 3 of those, and I get the witch, the baby dragon, and the P.E.K.K.A. But that P.E.K.K.A., witch, and baby dragon will easily take out my tower. I practically should give it up because there's no way. I thought there was no way that I could have kept from him taking that tower. But, oh, apparently he lost connection for about half a second, and he's got the hog rider. All I can really do is drop the giant down, because I really don't have any card. I didn't have any card at that very moment that could take that out. Now I'm gonna drop the fireball, trying to hit those minions before that giant was able to die. But now he's got a skeleton army and that baby dragon. But now all I'm going to do is drop a giant down. I'm trying to get it to target. No! Target my giant. Okay, there you go. I'm trying. Come on, hit double elixir. If I can get it to hit double elixir, I'll be able to get this rage spell down with this raged giant hog rider. Raged giant hog rider will take out his tower for the 1 crown. I'm practically just forgetting about the barbarian huts and all that. Now I'm gonna drop down my giant, hoping that whatchamacallit couldn't have hit hit it, which it could not. I'm going to have to drop down the Goblin Hut, which I think is going to be a good way to distract that mini P.E.K.K.A. That P.E.K.K.A. But he's now got 2 P.E.K.K.A.s down. Going to drop down a Rage Spell and Spear Goblins. I'm going to have to zap them. I'm going to put a Giant down. Just trying to defend, but he's got that P.E.K.K.A. Hog Rider, which will take out my tower. And there's nothing I can do to win this match. Just absolutely nothing. So yet again, in this video, I failed to go over what I started with. But that was pretty fun to do for y'all. So, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And peace out.